teacher. Let's hear it for the teachers. Now, June 4th, last day? Last day of school?
So far.
Yeah.
So far.
How were you able to come up in the last few weeks of school? Wow. I'm amazed. I did not think that you would be able to get permission, so thank you so much. So let me see, Jay, did you give them my card?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So as you know, my name is Ileana, and right here is where we go vote, and we'll be voting in just a little bit. And then we have 3 office buildings. We've got Cannon, Longworth, and Rayburn. I'm in the Rayburn House office building. I'm on the Foreign Affairs Committee, and every day we talk about something that's right off the front page headlines, and we discuss human rights around the world and all the good things that we're trying to do everywhere. And as you know, there's 3 Senate office buildings just like this one, Dirksen, Hart, and Russell. So they've got 3 office buildings, and we've got 3 office buildings. Ours is but I deeply appreciate you being here. Rather than have me talk a long time, I'd love to get your questions and answer any questions you have. And there are no silly questions, so anything that's on your mind. If not, I'll continue talking because I'm always ready to talk. You got a question? Where? Okay, you. Okay, thank you. ¿Me lo puede decir? Sí. Bueno, I'll answer a little bit in Spanish and then I'll answer in English. Sin duda, es una cosa bien difícil tener familia en Miami y a la misma vez servir aquí como congresista. So it's a delicate balancing act because when I got to Congress, my kids were only 2 and 3 years old, and now one of them is graduating from college and the other one is in her 3rd year of college. But thank goodness for los abuelitos. We bought the house across the street from them, and they always helped us, and I think the kids have grown up pretty okay as far as I know. So I think, but it's difficult. That's why you don't see too many women up here. We have the highest number of women now serving in the House and in the Senate, but not as many as we'd like. So you can be next. So I was I was 8 years old, and we've been living in Miami for a long time. So Miami's my hometown. I have a little house here, a townhouse, but my main house is in Miami because that's where my husband is, and that's where my parents are, and that's where my district is. So I go home every weekend, take care of business there, and then fly up every week for sessions. Yes, sir. Yes, wonderful question. We want to pass the DREAM Act, which will allow students who have not documented their status yet to be able to either go to college or join the armed forces and not be deported from the United States. So we hope and we pray and we work hard so that we can pass that bill. As you know, there was a celebrated case of Juan Gomez and his brother, so that's great that they were able to be helped. So what we want is for everybody to be helped, and we probably won't be able to help the parents, but at least the kids will be able to get a college education and or else join the armed forces. So we're working every day to pass the DREAM Act. Thank you for your question, and thank you for your question. Yes, sir.
Do you think it is okay for the Iraq war to continue?
Well, the Iraq war is not going to continue for very long. As you know, the Iraqi people expressed their desire to have us leave by a certain time, and the U.S. is committed as well to fulfilling that goal. We want to make sure that we can secure Iraq as much as possible, but we will be out of Iraq. Almost all military units will be out of Iraq, but we will then concentrate on Afghanistan. We've made great progress in Afghanistan in the first years, but now the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, they're taking over parts of Afghanistan, and as you know, one of the things that we want to do is to bring down the production of poppy. 95% of the heroin is coming from Afghanistan, so we want to help the farmers cultivate a crop that is not poppy, that is instead one of their wonderful groups, like the Pomegranate. You know, they have a lot of great resources in Afghanistan, and we're going to help them rebuild their economy and keep their people safe. Thank you.
Question for you.
No questions from teachers.
But you said that you will be the next congresswoman.
Yes.
Right. But what about you? Who were you?
What about me?
Yeah, in terms of being the first.
It was wonderful. I was the first congresswoman Hispanic for a long time, and then we have now many. We have Nidia Velazquez and Lucille Robo-Allard, Grace Napolitano, Lorena and Linda Sanchez. Hilda Solis was a member of Congress. Now she's the head of the Department of Labor. So we're very proud of the wonderful Hispanic women here. So I'm the first, not the last, and you ladies are all going to be second. Let me take one more. Yes. Bueno, qué buena pregunta. ¿Qué va a pasar con Cuba? Hoy mismo tenemos un seminario que vamos a servir arroz con pollo. That's the way we get sobre las damas en blanco, y vamos a tener una profesora que va a hablar sobre estas damas que en una manera pacífica están demostrando cada domingo, sin decir nada, con fotografías de sus seres queridos que están en las cárceles por muchos años en una manera innecesaria. Así que ojalá que podamos hablar más de la falta de derechos humanos en Cuba, y ojalá que tengamos un cambio bueno para que el pueblo pueda elegir their own leaders, have free and fair elections, multi-party system, respect for political prisoners, and respect for human rights and freedom for political prisoners. That is our goal. I've got to go, but any questions that you have, why don't you email them to me? Why don't you write them to me? Because I'd love to respond. Because I wish I had time, but if I have time, I know I've got so much. North Miami Beach, Coral Gables, Southwest, Hialeah, Miami Lakes,
Mater Academy.
And Michael Crop, of course. Yay! Six. Wonderful. Thank you. Graduate from high school, go to college. I went to Miami-Dade College, went to FIU, where I got my bachelor's and my master's, and then got my doctorate at the University of Miami. At the tender age of 53 or something like that. So you can always learn. All right, gracias. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Muchísimas gracias. Bueno, yo quiero hacer rápido. Aquí tenemos un venezolano, colombiano, Ecuador. Gracias. Bueno, gracias. Bye.